This is a computer lesson for primary 2, and our topic is the history of computer, the early counting objects. This is presented by Mr. Moses Augustine Garba. Now, the topic outline. We are going to be talking about the early counting devices, then the later development, and then we are going to see some pictures of the early counting devices. The objectives of this lesson is that at the end of the lesson, pupils should be able to describe the early counting devices, identify the early counting devices, and state some examples of the early counting devices. So, the lesson properly. As the topic reads, history of computer, the early counting objects. The history of the computer started with our forefathers, the olden days people. They are the one that brought the idea of the computer today by using different objects in counting and doing little addition and subtraction. So this history of computer started with the people of Babylon when they were using stones and other objects in counting numbers. They used all these objects to count numbers and keep record of items they have. For instance, most of them were farmers. So if I am a farmer and I have 3 farms in 3 different locations, and all these farms I farm yams. So I may like to know the number of tubers of yams I got in each farm, and then the total number of yams that I have in an entire year. So how am I going to know this? I am going to look for counting objects. Farm A, if I have like 50 tubers of yam, I'll begin to count and be keeping maybe counting objects up to 50 for farm A. Then farm B, let's say 20. Then farm C, 30. So that is how I will count objects according to the number of tubers of yam in each farm. So now when I want to know the total tubers of yam, then I will now join all these stones together and then count all of them. So the total amount they gave me, I know that this is the total of tubers of yam that I have for that particular year. So this is how people were using different objects in counting and doing little addition and then subtraction. So these objects that were used are fingers, and which I know many of us are still using fingers up till now. If they give you arithmetic or maths that they say 3 plus 4, you begin to count your fingers, this hand 3 and this hand 4. When you join them together, you will now begin to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see that your answer is 7. So we are still using fingers to count now. Then they also use their toes in counting number, most especially they count market days with their toes. Then they use stones in counting. They will gather small stones, not big ones, but they will gather small stones to count, which will represent a number, a particular number. Then they also use sticks in also doing their counting and the addition and subtraction. They use cowries. Now these cowries, they use it as money. The way you have money, you give 20 naira, they give you biscuit. You give 50 naira, they give you biscuit. That was how they were using cowries. When you have the cowries were very, very beautiful. And it's not as if it was just available. It was a little bit hard to get. So when you get it, you have money. So you can use that cowries to count whatever and buy whatever you want to buy with the cowries. They also use bones to count and they do addition. If they eat or kill any animal, they dry up the bones, save them properly so that they use it in counting. Just like I have said, they use both this item object both for counting and then doing addition and subtraction. So these are the pictures of this some of these items that I have just mentioned here. You can see them. The first picture is showing the bones. Like you can see the hands of a child there counting bones, doing arithmetic with bones. These big ones represent each one is 10. So you can see then there are 3. So when we have 10 into 3 places, it will give you what? 30. Then the small bones are 1 is 1 unit. So there are 5 there. That means 30 and 5. It will now give you 35. That is how this child is doing his own addition and subtraction. Then we can see these cowries. Cowries, you see the way they are looking so beautiful. Yes, these were used as money as of that time. If you have them, you can just go out there and buy whatever you want to buy. And the third one is a picture of stones. The stones, you can see them, small stones, good ones, so that you can easily count them and maybe store them in a particular place for your record. Then look at the sticks, the way they cut them and tie them. Maybe if each stick is 10, just like that bone, then you count 10 of them and tie them. That 10 of them, that bunch down is now 100. Then this single one is 10. So this is 110. Then we now have fingers. I believe that many of us can count using our fingers. So we are going to stop there because the history of computer is very, very large. We cannot finish it in a day, even in a week. So we have to stop here. But before I go, I would like to remind you that we have learned from this lesson that the history of computers started long time ago when the people of Babylon used stones and other objects in counting. So the other objects include fingers, tools, sticks, cowries, though cowries were used as money, then bones, etc. And we also use these objects for addition and subtraction. Thank you. Now, this is your homework. You are to fill in the gaps with the correct answers or the correct words. Number 1, the history of computers started dash time ago. Number 2, the people of dash use different objects for counting. Number 3, addition and dash were done in mathematics using the counting objects. Then number 4, you are to list or write for any counting objects that we have mentioned or anyone that you know, even if it is not here that we mentioned. If you know they use it for counting in the olden days, right then. Thank you. Stay safe. God bless you.